Hi everyone, welcome back to your practice. Today's practice is when you're feeling like you just want to hide. If you don't want to leave the house, you need to take some time to be still. Perhaps you close the curtains, you might light a candle, you might grab blankets and cushions, whatever is going to make your practice feel more comfortable, nourishing, and soothing. It's also a really great practice to do now, the dark moon phase just before the new moon. So we hope it serves you well. Jase is joining us today and we'll be demonstrating the whole practice with and without a chair. So we'll give you those options. So to begin, in a comfortable seat, find the shape that brings ease into your body. You can even lay down if you like and close your eyes. The focus of our practice is stillness, inward listening, welcoming release, and settling the nervous system. Our movement will be slow, deliberate, and perhaps contemplative. When we transition between postures, these will be minimal and gentle. Bring your left hand onto your heart, bring your right hand onto your belly. Just feel your breath moving through your body. Notice what it feels like to breathe. The dark moon asks nothing of us. There is no visibility, no striving, only rest. Bring your hands together in prayer position or just over your heart if you prefer. And we'll connect with ourselves and each other with our opening greeting of Namaste. Let's breathe in together. And exhale, Namaste. Welcome. Bring yourself into a position where we can just check in with a few limbering through our major joints. So we'll just start with our legs. If you're on a chair, you could do alternate legs. Just start with the toes. Thank you. Curling and stretching the toes. And just notice how everything's feeling right now. Nice and gentle. And then into the feet, to the ankles, and maybe some circles. Find your version of windscreen wiper and gently swish from side to side. And give a little bit of attention to the knees. Come back to stillness and stretch and close the knee joint. And then a version of butterfly. So just some little movements just to check in, see how things are feeling. And then into any comfortable position, let's stretch our arms up. So we're stretching, but don't strive. Just allow the space to be there. Take a little side bend. If you're on the chair, widen your legs so you've got a bit of support. Bring your hand onto your leg or the chair. And then back to center. Gently breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in again, and maybe lift the chest and lift the chin if that feels okay. And as you breathe out, come forward. And if you're on that chair, keep the feet wide. You might bring your elbows to your legs. And if it's okay, release the head and the neck. Gently come back to center as you breathe in. And find another comfortable seat as we settle into our pranayama practice. You can do this laying down if you would prefer. Slow breathing. If you can, in and out of the nose. As you breathe in, sense the expansion in the body. And as you breathe out, feel a softening or a sense of release. Breathing in, expansion. Breathing out, softening or release. quiet and slow. Now we'll just bring in a little pranayama practice, extending the exhalation. Don't panic, it doesn't have to be really long. So just breathe in a few times and just get a kind of an average about how long you're breathing in for. So the average inhale. Don't strive to achieve a certain number, just let it be what it is. And when you feel like you've got one, focus on the exhale and make your exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. Could be one count longer, it might be double the inhale, whatever feels right for you. As you're breathing, invite a sense of awareness that your whole being is being held by the support beneath you. Notice the weight of the body being supported as you drop into your breath practice. When we lengthen the exhalation, we're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, supporting that rest and release. Inviting surrender and being open for a mental sense of quietness. Just a few more rounds here. If you feel like you need more, you can always pause the video and then do a few more rounds, or come back to it whenever you like. Do one more round with us now. And just let that go. Let your breath come back to a natural rhythm. And perhaps you take a moment just to notice how you're feeling, not judging anything that's coming up. And we'll move into that gentle, slow asana practice. So don't force and take really good care of yourself. That's why we're here, right? So perhaps you turn the palms down to ground if you haven't already, and start to draw some circles with the nose. Start small. Notice which way you're going. And when you feel ready, go the other way. And again, once you feel satisfied, come back to stillness. Be aware of your shoulders and gently roll the shoulders up and back and down. You can do alternate if you prefer. Changing direction. And then let that settle. Moving into Bitlasana, Majariasana, cat-cow. Inhale, push into your sit bones, lift the chest and lift the chin, draw the hands back perhaps. Exhale, sway forward, C shape in the spine, chin to chest. Let's do 4 more rounds. If you prefer, you could transition to hands and knees. When you've completed all your rounds, find stillness, and if you're on hands and knees, perhaps it's Balasana. Sense the space behind the eyelids. Soften the body where it feels tight. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Come back to that comfortable seated position. You may choose to come back to tabletop position for a side bend. So if you're seated, bring the right hand down onto the chair or your legs. You might widen your feet to give yourself the support. Reach the left arm up and gently lean over to the right. If you're on hands and knees, we're going to side bend. We're going to take the hips to the left and look past your left shoulder. Big stretch through the right. You can always do the other side. It doesn't really matter. Back to center, breathe in. And then when you feel ready, go over to the other side. Let's repeat that 4 more times. Remember, your movement is slow and deliberate. Notice any extra effort that isn't required and see if you can let that go. When you're done, come back to stillness in whatever shape works for you, and honor that as a moment of conserving your own energy. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Coming back into your seat, we're moving into a seated twist. So if we take the left hand to the right leg or knee, and if you're on the chair, right hand to the chair, side or behind. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, gently rotate belly, rib cage, shoulder, maybe the head. Again, release any striving, any pushing. Only go as far as feels right for you. Almost twist less. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. Keep it feeling easeful and graceful. And then come back to center. Well done. Let's take a forward fold, a version of Paschimottanasana. So from the seat, you want a nice wide base so you feel supported when you lean forward. You might also need to come forward on the edge of the seat a little bit rather than sitting all the way back. Send the legs out in front of you, put a bend in the knee if you're in Dandasana. And again, we're not trying to strive and push. So just when you're ready to use your breath to start to fold forward. Find your version. Our forward folds are postures of surrender. So as you're there, if you feel like Jase demonstrates for a minute, just you might feel more comfortable if your hands don't reach down, bringing them onto blocks or books or something. That might feel better. A pose of surrender. So stay here and let's let the mind have the opportunity to be quiet. Just be with your breath. Take another breath cycle here. And come up gently and slowly when you're ready. Just notice the effects when you're back for a moment. Nothing to go, nothing to do, nowhere to go. All right, moving into a hip opener. So if you're happy in the hips, you close the knee joint first. Start on the right, perhaps. Close the knee joint first. Then if you're happy externally, rotate your hip So you can place the foot on the leg if you want to be there. You can do what Jase is demonstrating there and keep your foot quite low if that feels more comfortable. You can also bring your foot higher or onto the top of the leg. Any version you like. You might choose to lean back on your hands and be here. Close your eyes and see what evolves, but we're not looking for anything. Just being open to receiving. Notice what happens when you just soften and you stop trying. Another breath cycle. Just remember, if any of this feels really yummy and you want to stay longer, you can. Come out gently. Just let that settle. And just move on to the other side when you feel ready. Sometimes we'll do the same thing on the other side, and we might not. In theory, it might be the same, but your bodies might feel very different on the other side. So we might need to do something different. Do something more, do something less. What happens if you soften and you stop trying? If you ease off the pedal? Another breath cycle. Gentle, slow, minimal movement transition to come out. And just be for a moment. Very nice. Well done. We're going to move into a meditation now. What I would recommend here is that if you are finding that sitting up on the chair is difficult, that's okay. If your chair is anywhere near a wall, you could always place your chair against the wall. Make sure you might need something comfortable to lean back on, and then you could always place a cushion or a blanket behind you. Put your hoodie up and chill out there. You might not want to do that, but just know that it's an option, and it's a great way for a seated shavasana as well. Okay, so let's prepare for our meditation. Scan the body. Soften and release. Remember, you can lay down too if you want to. And arrive. Settle into the shape you've chosen. Let your awareness go to the parts of the body that are supported by the chair or the floor or the earth. Nothing for you to do or to become right now. Let your hands rest wherever they feel most at ease. And start to notice your breath without changing it. What does it feel like to breathe right now? Notice the moment where the inhale arrives and the exhale leaves. The dark moon is a time of deep quiet. A time when nothing is visible and nothing is required. With each breath out, if you like, imagine releasing something that you no longer wish to carry. It could be a thought, a story, a routine, a habit, or something as simple as identifying a sudden tension in the body. You don't need to name it though, or give it a label. Just choose to let it go. Let the body grow heavier. Let the jaw unclench, the shoulders relax, and your belly soften. The dark moon reminds us that rest is not empty. It's restorative. This time we spend here creates space, even if we're not really sure what we're creating space for yet. It's okay. When the mind begins to wander, which it will, it's okay. Gently return to the breath. Maybe you repeat, I am aware I am breathing in. I am aware I am breathing out. Give yourself permission to rest in darkness that feels safe and supportive. Like fertile soil, nothing has been planted yet, nothing growing yet. This is the time just before, the space just to be. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath and the space around you. Deepen the breath, move the body in any way you want to. Stay laying down or bring your hands in prayer or to your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for giving yourself this time today. Thank your body, a moment of gratitude for everything it does, even on the really tricky days. And thank you for joining us. Let's close with our peace mantra, breathing in and out. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace.